Okay, it's Thursday, February 3rd, about a half hour before the close. I just wanted to analyze this TECS chart, TECS. It's a technology bear index. And, I'll show you why, in my opinion, there's a bunch of conflicting things going on. It's a tricky one to read, and you just have to kind of know where the reversal signals are if you want to try a certain trade and know whether you're immediately right or wrong with it. But on the daily chart here, there's definitely a two up going on today. So it is bearish in terms of, a lot of stocks yesterday kind of reversed and they're following through today. And it did reach, the thing is though, on this two up, it reached its first target, which was the Tuesday high. So we did reach that today, and that's all you might get. The next target, if we want to follow through tomorrow, is up here to the Monday high. And if that happens, you might be turning this weekly bar, tomorrow, if there's a big weakness, it could turn green and then you could head higher into next week, but it's still a red bar right now. So even though you have the two up signal right here today, if you would have wanted to try to get long, it would be in conflict with the weekly chart, which is still heading down. The monthly chart, just 2 days old now, is just because we started a little bit weak to start the month, is heading green. So that's at least in play if you want to continue, higher for the rest of the month. The tricky thing there is that you already broadened to the upside. I mean, you came down here and you kind of broadened on the weekly chart, you broadened to the downside. And once you had that reversal, it already took out these highs, the projected megaphone high was hit, and then you had a reversal here. So if we don't head up again, in other words, if the market's really not bearish and we just kind of fail in here and turn back down, then the weekly chart will continue red, the monthly chart can turn down red, and we could be heading all the way to the bottom of this megaphone, meaning a very strong rally in the stock market in general. So I guess the final analysis right here is, for the moment, you can be buying this index. You have to see tomorrow if you can get follow through towards the Monday high, which could set up possibly a weekly reversal bar. And then if you even get a two up starting into next week, you have to really cut through this bar, which looks like a big reversal bar to the downside. So it's going to be tricky. If anything, it seems like the market has reversed here, wants to head lower. This is just a temporary rally that will then curl back down at some point. But, at this point, you can just ride it to the upside and just wait for that reversal signal to know that, hey, any long trades is probably wrong here. And in the meantime, you never know what could happen. Maybe we'll just continue broadening up, take out these highs. The market as a whole will just continue on a big downward move, and you can just monitor it, on the weekly chart and on the daily chart. But, it's just a bunch of conflict right here. And the only thing you can do is be long here at the moment and just be very careful if it doesn't follow through, and know that any strat signal reversal to the downside would probably, should be your exit point for any attempt to get long, and to expect at that point that you're probably going to be heading lower in this megaphone type of pattern.